Ethan, why are you making jerk-off noises at me?
Well, I was trying to make everyone laugh
or jerk-off motions, but hey.
Well, I know there's not much source material for me to go with because of that face, but anyways.
Whoa!
Okay.
Off to a rocking start here.
It's going to be the good episode. It's not going to be dry.
What are you trying to say there, bud?
Some of your episodes are a little dry.
Hey, we're figuring shit out.
Yeah.
Hey, at least we've got episodes up. You haven't even started yours.
Oh, that's true.
This is fucking debut.
Yeah, this is...
I'm pretty sure the last time I saw you was Metallica.
Yeah, it was.
Fuck.
Good show.
That was... Well, honestly, I think aside from Roger Waters, it was probably the best show I've ever been to. It was so much fun.
You see, out of the 3 times I've seen him, it was the worst show.
Yeah, just because the set list.
The set list was terrible.
Yeah.
What was that? I know it was...
I don't know, man. I thought that set list was pretty good.
It was pretty weak.
I have no comparison.
Yeah, it was sick. It's like
the Hardwired tour, so they had to play a lot of their new songs, which...
Oh, of course. Honestly, I wish that... I would have been satisfied if they had played Am I Savage off of that album.
I don't even know.
That's... it's got a really fucking tough riff.
Right.
It's dope.
Fuck yeah.
But they can't do that because they're all old now. And they have to... And their encore with Enter Sandman. Not there's anything wrong with that, but...
Yeah, it's one of my least favorite popular Metallica songs.
Trapped Under Ice would have been a great encore.
More from Ride the Lightning, Kill 'Em All.
Yep, Motor Breath would have been a great... The Four Horsemen would have been a great encore.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, totally.
God damn it.
Oh yeah.
They played some good shit though. It was pretty...
Saint Anger would have been a good encore.
Snare.
Give me fuel, give me fire, blah 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 blah. That's not Saint Anger, but...
what is it?
Oops, we'll cut this out for sure. Nat.
Fuck, yeah.
So yeah, I got there in the morning with Zach, and we started drinking, having a few smokes, and then on the ferry ride there, we took over like half of the boat in the corner. It was like so dirty.
Yeah.
Drinking out of the bottle. No one even did it. I did a dumb check. No one else fucking cared about it. We just gave her bad.
Well, Saint Remy everywhere.
Saint Remy in the way back for sure, and the way there.
Apparently Benny was getting lit on the way back.
Oh, Benny came over to my house at the end of the night, and
it was a good time.
Great time.
Except when he almost got us kicked off the bus, but hey, he's just having a good day.
I heard about that.
I remember that.
He's just having a good day, so I can't.
Benny.
He didn't get us kicked off the bus. So there you go.
No, so he did his job. Yeah.
Fuck yeah.
But the only so everything was amazing at the Metallica show. Gojira fucking kicked ass.
Yeah, that was sick.
Avenged Sevenfold, in my opinion, was shit.
Not my kind of music. I think they probably played well. It sounded good. It's just not my kind of music.
They look fucking douchey.
I went there for Metallica and Avenged Sevenfold, but I'll say Avenged Sevenfold's sound was shit. It was the worst out of all 3.
Right.
Yeah, it almost ruined it. Like it was. They've had this problem the whole tour with Metallica. I don't know why, but their sound is shit.
Weird.
So I think they were using such a small stage for them, and they're used to doing like the main thing. So, absolutely.
That always pisses me off. When people just kind of...
No, not for Avenged Sevenfold.
Yeah.
Because they didn't get to roll out all the amps. Like, they were playing just with, like, half of what they usually use if they were headlining a tour, right?
I always hate when they...
like the sound equipment. There wasn't, like...
Yeah. That's what I hate about... They always give, like, the main act all the sound and, all the special shit. And it's like, at least turn up the opening acts. Like, let them sound the way they want to sound. Like, maybe not have the pyrotechnics and shit, but... At least let them rock out, right? Like,
I thought I always fucked the pronunciation. Gojira had better sound than Avenged Sevenfold.
Yeah,
for sure. They sounded more crisp. The PA system was set up better. But I've looked at almost all of Avenged performances on this tour, and the sound has always been shit. And I do know they're starting their own tour. Like they should be on it. Like now. So maybe they just didn't give a fuck. I don't know.
Yeah. That's intense. They fucking do a tour with Metallica and then end it off by doing their own tour. It's fucking awesome.
Oh, I guess Gojira is doing the same thing.
Yeah.
Because they were only in Canada for the Metallica tour.
Right.
Shit. Volbeat.
I would have rather seen Volbeat kind of that. No, probably not.
Nah, man, Gojira was...
I only have a soft spot for Volbeat because I did Room 24 or whatever with King Diamond, and I thought that was an awesome song.
Yeah.
But other than that, the music kind of blows. So that's
Yeah, I know, like, in retrospect, I'm totally glad that I went to the show, but Gojira was the tipping point to make me buy the ticket.
Yeah.
If it was just Metallica, I probably wouldn't have bought it.
Right.
Because I don't like Avenged Sevenfold very much.
Yeah.
But,
Yeah.
I mean, I'm totally glad I did, because now I'm a bigger fan of Metallica after the show
Totally,
than I was before.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah. Both neutral for me. Yeah.
Yeah, Metallica's fucking classic. Their early albums are just so fucking... I think people forget how fucking classic and, like, heavy they were.
But I got them all on vinyl, except for Master
Yeah, fuck yeah.
But like I said, I don't think I'll ever see them live again.
Right, unless they're doing, like...
Because I've seen them 3 times, and they're not getting better each time, in a sense. They're getting older, right? But sometimes... Yeah. Some good days, but it's like, see them again for a 4th time. I've already seen just about everything they have to offer, and it's like, I don't want to like ruin it for myself just because I remember the first and second, like first time I saw them, boom.
They weren't promoting anything, right? So they were just playing classic.
Sweet, and then third time, just like, that's like going to Disneyland. Like, you loses a little bit of the novelty each time when you see them. Great shows. I don't know. I'd probably go again, but like,
I would definitely go if it. Like you said, they weren't promoting anything.
Yeah.
If it was just
I'll agree.
That's what the 2012 one was.
Yeah, if they had the 2012 soundtrack, I'd be so down. I don't want to bullshit.
Because they're just there to like play the classics. It's just for the fans. Yeah, they're not trying to promote anything. Not that they're like, they only played 3 or 4 newer songs.
They played more than that. I didn't they played a lot.
7.
I didn't like they group 2 or 3 together without the classic songs. Like, if they broke it up better, it would have maybe like 1 and 1, 1 and 1, 1 and 2. But no, it was like 3, 1, 2, 1.
Yeah.
And then
That's brutal.
We can pull up the set list later, but
So what the fuck's going on in the world right now?
Oh wait, I just got one more thing though. What really fucking pissed me off was the crowd.
Oh!
There were so many cunts there that had no idea what to do at a fucking thrash metal concert.
Yeah.
People were getting so angry about the mosh pit.
Yeah, it was enraging. It was like
people. I think you were there for the one lady. It was like, just act your age, enjoy the show.
What the fuck are you doing? Bitch. Act your age.
You are at a thrash metal
shit.
concert. Shut the fuck up.
Yeah.
And this one guy charges into the pit, knocks me over, and is almost about to ground pound me. And then I get rescued by a bunch of other guys in the pit.
I had too much fun in the pit. I had a good time. It ruined me. I was going hard as fuck. I started the first pit at Gojira when we were in. I pushed around.
It was like we're getting a mosh. Like it was.
There was one
there was no option about the mosh. No, it was going to happen.
Oh yeah.
It's a Metallica.
Well, don't buy a ticket on the floor if you're gonna be like act your age. It's like act your age, lady, and get back up into the nosebleeds or something, right? Like fuck.
Well, no, you can enjoy the concert on the floor, but like stay away from the mosh pit.
Stand in the back.
Yeah, just even at the front, there's standing space. They just
you could go up to the railing.
Get the fuck away from the mosh pit.
There was one Chinese guy with a gay ass haircut. He pissed me off. He was swinging dirty. There's some guy, but
swinging dirty. Oh fuck.
Other than that,
I heard from Zach Evans that there was this one guy who was doing just what you described. He was just kept swinging around with his fists, and so I think I don't know if it was Zach or if it was Jackson Dallas knocked him over, and he's like goes over, stands over him, just looks at him, helps him up, and he's like, "Don't fucking do that again."
Yeah, you gotta learn how to mosh. Yeah, sorta.
Mosh etiquette, man. Yeah. Before I even went to a thrash metal concert, this was like years ago. Before I even went to the first metal concert, I looked up what the fucking mosh pit was. Learned what the deal is. There is etiquette. What do you think is the etiquette is like? If you're just to tell somebody
controlled chaos.
Yeah, I'd
what's
say
the etiquette? Like,
that's like a code of ethics more than like rules. I'd say.
Yeah.
And I think I saw great examples of it in the mosh.
Oh hell yeah!
If someone falls on the ground, 0.2 seconds, get them back out.
Everybody helps them up.
Yeah, and then you don't go for cheap shots.
I think the big one is you're not there to hurt anybody.
that are cause damage to each other, but there's no reason to like swing your elbow at a certain guy or
like actually hurt. It's more like you're in there to release energy and crash and bang against each other. But
yeah, you can hurt people, but people are gonna hurt you. But the thing is, like, don't headhunt. Don't go out of your way.
Yeah.
To like, you see some guy and you purposely cheap shot him. Like, you can give him a hard shot when he's not. That's part of the mosh, but it happens. But like, don't like I don't get the swinging people, like the throwing elbows.
Yeah.
Guys, like.
Yeah, it's more of like body slamming more than anything. Like, and you're not trying to knock them over either. You're just trying to fucking party, right? I don't know. There was a lot of really fun people that were like making the moshes a great time, but there was people that were being such cunts, getting so mad that they were getting bumped into and stuff.
There's always going to be people that do that.
Yeah. It reminds me of weird people on the side. Don't shove people back in and don't.
Yeah, that's another good point.
Oh,
you're there to be like a cushion.
Yeah.
You should embrace him and then throw him back in lightly after you've like caught him, broke his fall, get back in.
Push him in that general direction, but I don't think like a good shove and knock him over.
Yeah, like shoving people.
No, there was like you'd go towards the outer ring and then before you just get like popped in the back by some asshole.
Yeah. And then you get sandwiched between those cunts and the people in the pit.
No, you're cunt sandwich.
Yeah. God damn. I like being on the outside of the pit because you can jump in, but you can also come out and like keep fucking people in there, right? It's like, it's awesome.
That was like at the Forgotten Rebels show on Saturday night. There were some chicks on the right of us, and one of them just got so angry about the mosh pit. As soon as I ever got close, she just tried to push me. And thankfully, she was a tiny chick. I'm not a big guy, but I was a hell of a lot bigger than her, and it was just like, what the hell? I just ignored her.
Yeah. Like, no, they were right at the side of the front, and they would get bumped into and shove you out of the way.
Get to the back.
Like, fuck off. Like, God damn it, we're trying to mosh.
Yeah.
Fuck.
It was kind of funny.
That happens.
Yeah, it's fucking ridiculous.
Fuck.
Degenerates.
Oh, degeneracy. Degeneracy was the hostel it was so loud for a period. Oh my goodness.
It sucks. I wanted to stay later and party, but they didn't let us up. It was fucked.
I heard there was a
totally. Yeah, a little bit of exchanges going on. So the guy was kind of being a cunt. I just told him I need to get up there to get my bag, and because I'm catching the first ferry, I'm not going to stay. I just need to grab my bag, and he was just like, nope, zero, you're not going up there. I was like, alright, but like, fuck, I need to get my bag, like, fuck. He's just sound like a British fuck. Hostile. But they're just following rules. They probably put up with so much bullshit.
No, it's not their fault. I'm surprised how loud our room was. We didn't get kicked out.
Yeah.
And then they're like, just open the window. And so, what do you think everyone else's windows open? So
everybody's blowing bong jokes out the fucking.
I was trying to go to bed, and certain guys had some extra silly puffs.
Oh yeah.
Some extra silly fungal.
Yeah, something you could say, and it'll be cool. I'll sleep by on the bed with my head's by the window. Wrong. That was the bong toke sense.
The whole time.
I'd wake up every 5 minutes and be giggling about to blow a bong toke.
Oh my god.
Fuck, it was.
What a great night.
It was haggard. It was kind of funny. Sometimes I'd lean over and be like, you guys are fucks, and I tried to chuckle, but like.
I don't know. I was prepared to stay up all night long because that was the situation, so I was just like, fuck it, I'm here to party, and whatever happens. So I was kind of prepared for being haggard. And
how haggard was your ferry back?
It was honestly not that bad because Sadie drove us from like town to the ferry straight there.
Oh wow.
And then we just got really baked and fucking got some food. Got like the 7. Slept all day.
Caleb later that day. He said it was fucking awful, but.
Yeah, well, I mean, sleep, 0 sleep, but...
As far as awful goes, I guess it wasn't that bad.
Yeah. It was nice to get the fuck out of there, there's no bus ride or anything.
Oh, fucking believe me, in the morning I was like, fuck this place. There's like fucking like...
It's the worst.
Chinese men walking around in towels, like, in the same dorm. It's like, I don't know what's going on there.
Yeah. That's the worst part.
Like ass in our room, man.
That's the worst part of going and staying somewhere.
Could you expect it to smell great? I don't think so.
No.
No one shit their gantry or pissed the bed, so I think...
How many dudes were in that room? 8 of them.
Yep.
It smelled like shit when you were in there, like right after the
got
show.
there. Yeah.
I'm pretty
That
sure
was
the
only
room's
like an hour.
probably smell like
Yeah,
shit too.
it was
And
like
we just added
marinated.
our own shit. And shit.
Oh, it smelled so fucking bad.
And then we probably got some. I'm gonna stop there. Maybe a few unwashed clams in the room, and that probably.
Oh
didn't
yeah,
help either.
totally. Yeah. The more people, the fucking worse it gets. Yeah.
Anyways,
It was great.
Yeah, I know those two gentlemen. This particular gentleman, they had quite the time.
Oh yeah.
they found two men doing a naked photo shoot in the activities
Oh
room.
God!
What?
Yeah. So
I'm glad I would have lost
two,
my shit. I would have been pissed.
They were tripping balls there, and they go into the common room. And apparently, there's 2 other guys tripping balls, but they're sitting naked on the couch, just doing their thing, taking a photo shoot.
What the fuck? Honestly, I'm cool with your naked photo shoots, but don't do it at a place like that where there's people walking around. Like,
No. Yeah,
you know, have some
also like 4 in
respect.
the morning, but
Well,
That's not a good excuse.
no.
not really.
I mean,
no.
it's better that there's not as many people about, but like, honestly, what the fuck is going through your head?
They could have done that in their room.
Yeah, you could
They
do
could
that
have just
anywhere.
not done it too.
Maybe that's what they're into. They're into fucking being in
Too
public.
bad. Too bad.
Too bad.
Too bad. Wrong.
Sad.
You take a picture of your buddies Hogan in a hostel.
Yeah, that's right.
I hope your
It's not
dad's
so
huge.
turning over in his grave right
Oh,
now.
fucking red handlebar.
Oh god,
Yeah.
this is fucked.
Yeah, that's unfortunate. You never want to witness things like that unless you're prepared.
Well, I don't know if they're prepared or not, but everything probably looked extra fucked. So.
Yeah.
Oh boy.
Oh my god.
What?
No, I'm just thinking, oh boy.
Well, I mean, the next day was pretty decent though. I got a whole bunch of shirts in the rock shop and some
Fuck yeah.
patches.
Except for homeless Jerome.
Oh,
What?
we were at the pizza place.
no.
Oh,
No, it was A&W in the
pizza
morning.
place.
Yeah, the pizza place that night, just
Same
across
guy?
the street, there was some black homeless dude. He came in and he like wouldn't even talk to you, but he'd come and ask for change, and it was
We
like
met the same guy.
Wow. He just came in.
Me, fucking Ben, Steven, and
I was there with Ben and Steven.
We're trying to eat our pizza, and he's like,
we went in the
holding
morning,
his hat up.
morning to get A&W and go to the liquor store before the ferry, and the same guy followed us into A&W.
Yeah, he follows you in.
And then
we're
some
like,
guy offered to buy him a sandwich. Like, no.
Yeah, yes, he got enough money to buy some pizza, and he just kept on asking for money.
Well, yeah, I know Ben actually offered him a slice of pizza, and
Yeah.
he's like, no.
I was
no,
thinking
no.
I would give him money for
Like,
pizza,
fuck sakes.
but
Those
like,
people don't deserve you, pity.
no, that Jamie, same shit, downtown Victoria. He offered to give this guy food, and he was like, "Oh fuck, I want money." It's like, well, what are you gonna get the fucking money if it's not food or work your way to a fucking job? Like, it's
I
like.
want drugs or booze. Well, fuck you. Get a
Yeah.
job and don't.
Yeah,
get
I'm not
at it.
paying for that shit. I'll
Oh fuck no!
buy you a slice of pizza if you're not an asshole. But
I'll
like,
buy you one of my middle. I'm not buying you shit. Actually,
Yeah.
never mind. Fuck you.
Yeah.
I'm not gonna
yeah,
give
no,
you
you
that.
gotta earn that shit.
Man, don't be a
Bottom feeder.
yeah, the scum
Oh god.
sucking up the algae.
Yeah. Holy
So
shit.
weak. It's laughable.
Oh god. Yeah. Not that I don't feel bad, but like fuck.
No, you test my patience.
Yeah.
Dude, fucking retake your English and then come back and
Yeah.
try again.
Yeah. Well, some of those people are just so far gone. Like you try to like have a normal conversation with them, it doesn't work.
Well,
There's some fucked up.
you gotta get them off of the streets.
Yeah. Yeah. You
Go to
gotta-
the happy farm.
So, there are places like that.
There
Like,
are. They
right
can,
in
yeah.
fucking Brentwood over here.
Yeah, down if you go to
Van
work,
Track,
the
right?
airport
Van Track
by the
Farms.
native. Yeah, that one.
Yeah, it's they got their little like you can go work and stay there and shit and make some money, get some skills. Like they probably don't know what to do, what they're learning to do there. Like that's fucking awesome. But yeah, it's fucking weird. Oh man, what do you do?
Don't fuck the dog that bad in the first place.
Yeah.
I don't know. Don't get into like needle drugs.
Yeah, that's the thing. there's like the mental illness stuff I get. It's like they're straight up. Some of them are like seeing fucking baboons and shit. But like some of them, it's just like it's poor choices their whole life, and they just end up in this shitty place.
This chair is going to be creaking through the whole thing. Have fun, Luke. We love you, buddy. Have fun editing this steaming pile of shit.
Oh god. So what the fuck? We should talk a little bit about North Korea. What the fuck?
Okay.
Because it's just interesting. It's like a thought experiment. What the fuck do you do? Because you don't do much. Somebody said we have to get to the point where we have to accept that North Korea will be like, I think, the 10th nuclear armed state in the world, and because what are we going to do? We're not going to stop them militarily.
Well, and just recent news, they fired a missile over Japan.
Just over Japan, yeah.
And what you have to think is like, because there's like the non-action treaty thing, right?
Yeah.
How much poking the bear can you do before you say, okay, they finally fucking violated it, it's time to end it before? Because if South Korea, when the first thing happened, took them out, we wouldn't have this big shit issue. But now we've, and with
so
the policy of, we'll just use sanctions.
Yeah.
It's getting better and eventually going to get a fucking good one.
They should have stopped it 40 years ago, type thing,
Yeah, but the problem has always been is if you take out the North Korean regime, then all of a sudden you've got millions and millions of refugees pouring over the border.
Not if there's none alive.
Well, that's true. No, but I think a lot of those people are
true, yeah.
like.
But that's not true, because part of the thing is, if you take out the regime, then South and North Korea will just unite as a peninsula. That's even taught to the North Korean people, that the South Korean people aren't horrible. They're their brothers, just under Kim Jong-un's brainwashing, but he uses it on the other side. So it's like they're the brainwashed ones. I think that'll sort himself out. The Chinese will come in and start to diddle, but that's fine. The problem's gone. Let the Chinese diddle.
Well, that's definitely the ideal situation.
Yeah. I think the most important thing to remember in a lot of these cases, Iraq as well, is that it's a war. The enemy is the regime and not the North Korean people or the Iraqi people.
Exactly.
Those are our allies and friends. We should be there for those people. Like the Iraqi people who are fighting against Saddam Hussein, those are our allies.
But I also think our job should be go in if we have to, help them, and then say, okay, good job.
Regime change.
Done. We leave, and then preferably we say enjoy it.
Quick leaving thing is is exactly what caused the problem.
A power vacuum, you could say that, but also staying in there too long causes like the rise of ISIS and all the domestic terrorist attacks.
So what you need to have beforehand is a ready-made domestic power structure. Even if it's a government of exiles who cultivate their own legitimacy before actually taking power, something. It's just an idea.
Or a better idea is recognize which countries are shitholes and have a zero tolerance travel policy either way. Sorry, not going to risk it.
Right.
Oh, sorry, what was that, Jake?
People are getting in, motherfucker.
Right.
Yeah, but how would that...
It's not our problem. Every nation should only care about its own nation.
Preventing people from...
Why should I care about some guy in...
But how does that help to solve the problems that are already there?
It doesn't. It just neutralizes it, and that's their own problem.
Neutralizes the threat to us.
Exactly.
It doesn't solve the problem.
They've been doing that for thousands of years. You think they're going to stop? It's in their culture. Let them deal with it. I don't want to deal with it. You guys can wipe each other out. I don't care.
Well, the thing is, like, South Korea is a valuable ally of so you take out the shit regime, you pull some weeds, and you
then
get
the good South Korean. It's going to be slightly
and then
janky.
It'll be Korea again, right?
Semi-regime, but it's better than we might explode California or Guam. Regime.
Right. Fucking. I don't know. It's and then the thing is, if you do anything militarily, they're just gonna fucking bomb the shit out of South Korea. So the utilitarian argument would be do nothing, because if we do something, then
what a shit argument, though.
It's true though. More innocent people will die if we do nothing.
No,
but if they get nuclear weapons,
if you do nothing, eventually they're gonna fire, and then say they do this in the next 2 years, right? Yeah. The hypothetical. The Donald's gonna unleash this shit brigade. that goes. They send, but just before the nuke hits, they try to hit South Korea and Japan.
Yeah, that's mad right there.
Yeah. So what we got to do is before they actually have the proper technology to do that, it has to happen now. It should have happened.
Yeah. That's what Donald said. That's what Donald Trump said. He said it should have happened a long time ago. I totally agree with that. I think same with Saddam Hussein. But should have done it in the 80s, not in 2000.
Now there's no winning.
To be clear, do you think they should have nuclear bombed Pyongyang in the 80s?
No, I'm not saying nothing but nukes, but usually a tactical nuke.
Just get rid of the military threat.
If you did, at the time of technology, if you hit their airfields with just random bombs, like big bombs, like a Moab, but not a nuke, before they had to fly the nuke up in a plane and drop it overhead. Right. So if they decimated them then instead of pussyfoot, which has been the policy for the last, I don't know how long, that was Obama's specialty.
Didn't the Korean War start in 1950?
Yeah.
So it's been like 60 fucking 7 years.
1953, I think?
Yeah. I think that's when the war ended. So
you might be right.
Yeah, so it was like 3 years, I think.
Yeah.
But anyways, that's like 60 something fucking years of just like pussyfooting it.
Yeah. Are you gonna do something or what?
They should have done something.
Does anyone? Alright, time to plug
Baron Samedi.
Baron Samedi spiced rum, 90 proof. That means 45 alcohol volume. It is fucking delicious, ladies and gentlemen. Go to the BCL, get yourself a bottle. It'll run you about $35, and you can't go wrong. Would anyone like some?
That's a 260.
260. Yeah.
I'll swig. Fuck yeah.
Okay.
I gotta put in my glass. You want a glass?
No, I'm good. I'll just fucking have a sip. Fuck yeah. Is this your liquor of choice lately?
Not that, that's like if I'm like doing. That's my favorite rum, but like. I'm not gonna buy it all the time, right? Because sometimes you just need Mr. Lady rum, but.
Here.
Fuck yeah.
But I don't quite know. And even if it wasn't Donald who won, there would still be the same thing. North Korea, except Hillary is a master of putting poop over the problem and doing nothing about it. So it'd be worse in the long run. But
I'm pretty sure Hillary would have been more of the same of Obama.
That's exactly what I'm saying.
Okay.
That's exactly what Obama
did.
Okay.
Well, there's actually people, they're calling it Hillary the Hawk and Donald the Dove, because Donald Trump's, his foreign policy, it looked like he was going to be a non-interventionist. Why are we in Iraq? Why are we in...
Yeah, but that's not what's happening, because he gave control of the... Right now, McMaster's has control in the...
Right. He said, like, he's a competent general, let him do the thing.
But...
Which I think is probably a good idea, maybe.
I disagree with some of... I think his foreign policy is the weakest part. Like, let's... I know you got to do something in Afghanistan, but I don't like we're sending a bunch of more troops.
Right. Yeah.
And he is like threatening. He's like, "Oh, we might have to do military action in Venezuela." Like, calm down. I know.
Oh, come on.
Yeah, like it's like, and Bannon's gone. Gork is gone. Yeah. So what he's doing, that was pulling that far right.
Yeah.
He's a mild reformer, okay? It's a populist mild reformer.
He's definitely a populist.
Yeah, and he's trying to bring his party a lot more center-right so he can actually work with people and get them done. I don't know if they agreed that they would let Bannon and Gorka go, because there's some theories that was all a plan, and then he like pulled more this way after then I don't know. That's neither here nor there, but yeah, I definitely don't agree with everything the big man does, but like I'm still behind him.
Of course, 100%. Yeah.
You're never gonna love every single fucking thing they do.
Yeah, of course. Yeah, I think like Bannon might have been more of a like help win the election thing, you know.
Oh, it was a masterful election plan.
Yeah, because it was really on point there. But then when it comes to Bannon's like world view, it's.
I agree with Bannon. I like Breitbart. I like Bannon overall. Mostly, there's obviously everything. You can't agree with everything. You'd be like, I watch CNN.
Yeah.
And I don't think everything should be credited to Bannon either. I think a lot of it actually. Whether it's just by mistake, but I think Julian Assange had a lot to do with it, with his WikiLeaks that pinpointed
a little bit, and there's also the troubling case of who the fuck? I forgot his name.
Not Snowden.
No, the cuck.
Oh God.
FBI cuck.
Oh, Comey.
Yeah. He comes out Alright, there's nothing wrong here. A week before the election, we're reopening the case.
Actually.
And then after Trump wins, he's like, there was nothing wrong. And then a week after, we're looking into Trump. Like, he just like, he fucked himself. Nobody liked him by the end. Yeah.
He was very popular.
Has he survived politically, or?
I don't think so.
Is he out?
No, he's out. I don't know what he's probably in, like.
I think he was at the position where if he retired, dropped out.
He's good. I'm sure he's always going to be watched by the, like, NSA for the rest of his life.
Yeah, well, those guys, they're such high profile that they know things that, they can't come out, right? So, even if you're out of the job, you can't talk about that shit.
Interesting.
Yeah.
But, FBI director.
Alright, so.
Here's the big pile of notes.
We got some real news.
Real news. I'll start with. Here it is. So, scrolling through the August 29th Times Colonist, and this one page alone is the most interesting part of the newspaper. Mm-hmm. First off, it gives
which page is it, by the way?
This is C9.
C9?
And C10. It's both articles are on the back.
Times Colonist.
So first off, we have
Times Colonist.
Yeah.
An obituary for director of the Chainsaw Massacre, Tobe Hooper.
Oh shit.
Which is interesting. It talks about his legacy in the movies. And then on the side we have actor quits role after casting controversy. And this is British actor Ed Skrein withdrew from the Hellboy reboot because the character was supposed to be Japanese American and he is white, and so they piled on him, said whitewashing, and there he goes. He quits because it's liberal shit. Like, cast who's best for the role. And then we have in Memphis, Tennessee, Ghost. For over, where is it here? 34 years they played Gone with the Wind, and now it's too racially insensitive now. So no more classic Gone with the Wind.
Right, that was like one of the most classic movies of all time.
Oh no, sorry. It was banned Huckleberry Finn too.
I know I downloaded it, but I haven't actually watched it.
I watched it way back in the day because I was watching a bunch of movies, and I looked up like all these classic movies, right? And it was like top of the list of these classic style movies. Right?
You're talking about like the IMDb top 100 movies of all time, right?
Yeah, I was just at the time. I was just looking at like lists of like cult classics.
And then Justin, you have a bottom right corner. You have an article about Pepe the Frog being a white nationalist symbol, which I thought was hilarious. Just reading the Times.
Right. Yeah. Pepe artist stops author from using frog. Yeah, because they kind of shamed him for being racist, and he kind of.
But read the article. There's some principal that made like a book about the guy for like aimed at kids or whatever.
Oh my god! An artist who created a cartoon frog that was appropriated by white racists has forced a Texas man to quit distributing a children's book based on the character.
They call it Islamophobic.
Oh my god. Yeah, so they quit distributing his book. So they censor him because The Adventures of Pepe and Pede. Anyways.
Probably Pede.
Oh my god.
It's just like,
his book was hateful, racist, and Islamophobic.
Yeah, I'm sure it was.
Where's the evidence for that claim? Like, does it say anything?
Well, it's actually, I'm sure the book itself isn't at all, but because people use the frog online in jokes and things, it's become associated with that for some fucking reason.
Yeah.
Even though it's just a picture of a frog.
You know, I saw a news.
And he also lost his job as an assistant principal.
Yeah, it's this kind of shit the left loves to pull, the far left.
I saw a news clip a while ago saying that the original artist of Pepe the Frog tried to
kill the frog ritualistically?
No, to use the frog to dissociate the frog and himself from the alt-right. So like you'd have the frog doing, in comics or whatever, saying things against the alt-right or whatever.
I know, but that feeds the alt-right. They'll take his original comic and then whatever he does, they'll make it their own.
Well, that's the point. They're just, all they're doing is taking a frog and it's like an ironic joke. And it's actually on a list of like with the swastika and
the more infamy you gave these symbols, the more power it will give the alt-right, which is
the fact that people are making a big deal about
mostly trolls mixed in with some far-right extremists, white nationalists, and neo-Nazis.
Yeah, it's mostly trolls. Like I always thought it was just a meme, right? It's just funny. It's a picture of a frog.
I think the whole Hillary sealed her coffin when she made the deplorable speech against the alt-right live on camera, denounced Pepe the Frog. Some guy said Pepe during it, and the next thing you know, Donald Trump's son tweets out a deplorables meme on Twitter with and then Pepe the Frog's there with his dad, and then he's got like and it's like she lost the meme war. That's
totally.
But what I will say, the left sucks at memes. But with the new, really aggressive, dirty, thuggish alt left, I think they'll start to get better, and we'll have a good meme rematch war in 2020. That's for sure.
Actually, that sounds really entertaining.
It does. I'm a veteran of the 2016 one for the alt-right. Now that I identify with them, it's just like, fuck yeah, I'm going to battle right now.
Do it for the lulz.
Dude, but if they were as good as we were, it'll be legendary even in hell.
The thing is, I don't know if the left is like capable, because they'll be offended by what they're doing, right? That's kind of the thing. Is people these are people.
Sorry, I'm too offended by my own.
These are people who get offended by speech.
Yeah.
Like the frog is Islamophobic apparently. What do you mean Islamophobic? It means I have a different opinion than you. There's nothing wrong with.
No, that means I use the fucking facts. This is facts of all the statistics. That doesn't exist. That's just on the phone.
Yeah. Oh no, it's ridiculous.
But some of them great people. I bet, but there's statistics show there's an overwhelming amount of poop going on in one ideology. In my opinion, I don't think we can just.
You want to say that particular ideology?
Well, it's not.
Oh, Islam.
Yeah. I'd say so.
You want to expand on that?
Well, certainly, Malcolm.
They do. Well, one of the things with the left right now, though, it's not even like the left is at war with the alt-right. It's like the left is at war with itself. We've got a lot of cases of that.
Okay, and this brings in my next thing I'm going to do here.
Yeah.
So this is frequent news today. Just released. I found this right before I came over. So, the Vancouver Pride Float.
Right.
The parade. Float. There was a group called Do So Gay. And they're a mix of Middle Eastern immigrants who are transgendered or gay. And they used to go on a float, and they would do a skit, and it was against Sharia law. They'd rip the burqa off and be wearing degenerate banana hammocks. But it got approved in 2011, but because it's 2017, they didn't let them do it because it was Islamophobic.
Right.
When even the gay people, when I agree with the trannies, the Middle Eastern trannies, there's a problem. You can't be this, you can't be this PC. It's all true.
That's absolutely hilarious.
Right. That's exactly it.
It's eating itself.
Imploding. Yeah.
It's incredibly perplexing.
It's very regressive. You can read the art. I think I stapled it together backwards, but it's ridiculous.
In a university in the U.S., there was it was a female, and then they transitioned into being a male. It's a white person, and then they wanted to run for the director of
so
diversity kind of thing, and then
a white chick.
It was an all female.
It
was an all female university.
Man.
They became a white man, and then the girls at the university said no, they can't do it. They can't do that
now she's a white man.
Because it's a white male, and it's like this person is.
When was this? I'm glad I didn't hear about this. Or my poor blood pressure might have went up to 508.
I know it doesn't make any sense.
Might have the big one.
This person does represent diversity. That's what as diverse as it fucking gets.
Talking about just eating the pack eating itself from within.
Yeah.
What the fuck? I'm sensing. I'm just thinking of this right now. I'm sensing a splinter within the whole left itself.
Yeah, that's what's happening. I think
it should happen unless they're dumb. I really thought the DNC was going to soul search and change their message. The only message right now, and this is U.S. politics, is we're not Donald Trump. we got caught in a lot of scandals, but we're not Donald Trump. And I don't get it. I thought maybe they'll elect, when we're going to find the new front runner or whatever. There was one white...
Bernie says he's going to run again.
Good luck, Bernie. You'll get crushed.
Yeah.
The Rock says he wants to run. I want The Rock versus the Donald.
I would rather he ran for the friggin' Libertarian Party.
I think
The Rock?
The Rock would either...
It depends what his policies are. He'd be Democrats. He's registered for Democrat.
Really?
Is it really?
I know he's
going to cuck.
conservative.
I know, but he's a Hollywood cuck. They all run the same patterns.
Socially liberal.
Who's a Donald Trump supporter in the Hollywood elite?
That's a good question.
Bill Belichick, Tom Brady, that black actress that wore the beautiful...
You think Tom Brady is in the Hollywood elite?
Yeah. Have you seen his wife, supermodel? He's won the most Super Bowls. Oh, fuck. You think those people don't commingle and go to the same spooky party shit?
You mean like celebrities and things like that?
Yeah.
I know, like, listening to Joe Rogan and all his friends are all comedians and things, they're people that just, like... They're fed up with both sides, so they're kind of where I am. Like, they sympathize with Donald Trump.
He's trying, and it's like...
They're not balls deep, but they see where he's coming from in certain aspects, and they see how ridiculous the left is, right? Like, Austin, we met him in Camosun. And he went to UVic. He's an awesome guy. I saw him at Lucky Bar. He's like bouncing and stuff. And he said that, so many fucking ridiculous things. But, like how the left is fucking eating itself, right? It's absolutely ridiculous.
But at the same time, look at Charlottesville and look at the things that's gone on that really paint the alt-right horribly.
Right.
And if Donald Trump, 2 terms, whatever... The right is going to start to eat itself, and then there'll be a paradigm shift, and it's a cycle that goes over and over, because you see what happened.
I would actually, in terms of democracy, I would be thrilled if both sides just splintered like crazy.
Right,
because
so you want to do a European style where there's more different parties. You might have the extreme right Nazi party of Europe. There's the Communist Party. Then there's that.
I'm not saying I want those particular parties,
but they could be. Why wouldn't they? If you had a complete spectrum of from the most extreme to tame, wouldn't that be a better pyramid of what should happen?
Yeah, it represents reality more than Democrats and Republicans. But what he said that I thought was really interesting is most people are like disenfranchised liberals now. Like, I'd consider myself a small L liberal, but we've been disenfranchised by these ridiculous lefties.
Yeah,
it makes liberalism look so bad.
Accusing liberals of being the right's version of liberals, which is actually the left.
Right.
Right? Whereas the small L liberal is right in the fucking middle.
Right. And most people...
But that's with the mainstream media...
semantics, but whatever.
Yeah.
Mainstream media coverage, here's... If you're like, I'm a classic liberal, you're like kind of center-ish. But
classic liberal is different than small L.
I know, don't worry. Right. But classic definition is like the center, like the liberal, closer to like the right almost.
Yeah.
Now that's like the minor right. Everything's moved so far left, so it's like the SJWs. That's like the normal left now, and then the people that used to be the left.
I wouldn't even say that. The SJWs, they're closer towards the alt left.
However, I'm just saying the thing is, if you're slightly right, you're far right now, and everything left, you can be extremist. Like, oh, that's a moderate leftist, and they're all fucking crazy.
Yeah, like I'm a disenfranchised liberal. It makes me look like a fucking crazy white supremacist just because I think Canada's a good country, and that white people aren't collectively guilty for the crime of being awesome.
Holy fuck.
Right?
Yeah.
Agreed.
It's great. I mean, it's like, yes, I'll grant you that historically...
But the thing is, I want to be able to come say, like, the dumbest thing ever and say it's completely false. But I don't want to be called a racist. If it's not a racist statement, maybe it's just a fact or maybe it's opinion. Like, I think these kind of people cause more crime. I have no problem with them individually, but blah, blah.
Yeah.
And the left doesn't like to debate anymore. Buzzwords, racist, there's a big alarm that goes off. Trigger. Have a debate. Work it out. You guys will probably have a beer at the end of the day and both learn something new. But now it's like, I can't do that.
That's a healthy society. That's exactly what a democracy is meant to be like.
That's my fucking shtick, man.
Yeah.
People have to be able to calmly and collect and be in a collected manner disagree and hash the fuck out of their own disagreements and their opinions. And we're back after some minor technical difficulties. Hooray.
Alrighty, folks. So sit back from the mics so I'm not yelling at it, which I probably am.
You know what I am happy to see is the other two mics are starting to pick up a hell of a lot more now. So fucking right.
Fucking right.
I'm actually gonna turn yours up even.
Wow.
Is it rolling?
Oh, it's rolling.
It's rolling. Alright, we're back. I tried to give the difficulties, but I don't know what happened. But I don't remember what we were talking about, so.
Fuck it.
Well, fuck. Let's just move on to something.
Yeah, sounds good.
More fucking politics and shit, probably. But
Oh, hey, you know what we should do? Okay. I got this friggin' letter from the Liberal Party.
Oh, yeah, let's open the Liberal letter. So, here we go, Justin.
So, I fully admit, there was a
Signed
point
up
in my
for it.
life, yeah.
I remember it. I
signed
knew you.
up for it.
I've known you guys.
I signed up for it.
Yeah.
honestly, I was like, I'd rather
Oh, look.
see.
I've got a friggin' bookmark from them that says, better is always possible.
Oh.
I stand for a stronger middle class, environmental protection,
There's still
indigenous
one of the
rights,
middle class.
LGBTQ2 rights. Say that
Oh,
five
fuck. Is that
times.
even a real fucking
Gender
word?
equality, a robust, fair economy, a diverse, welcoming Canada, a charter of rights and freedoms. Oh, yeah, you okay? You
Why
know
is
what?
the charter
Yeah,
last?
yeah.
For the most
Yeah.
part, I'm.
Let me see
Yeah,
here.
that's okay.
The charter's
Yep.
last.
I think the charter should have been first.
Yeah.
Yep.
The whole middle
I
class.
agree with about 3 to 4 out of everything on here.
Dear Malcolm,
Am I joking or not?
Which one
It's
is
my
which?
persona. You can never tell.
Yeah, just don't tell them which ones.
Yep.
Dear Malcolm, this spring, the Conservative Party chose divisive politics over the needs of Canadians.
I miss you, Stephen.
By electing Andrew Scheer as their new permanent leader.
I hate you, Andrew Scheer. I'm not even lying. Fuck you. I want Maximum Bernier. Sorry, continue.
Yeah.
By electing
Fuck Andrew Scheer.
Shut the fuck up for a minute. By electing Andrew Scheer as their new permanent leader, it's clear that the Conservative Party has an agenda that only serves the wealthiest 1%, and with Stephen Harper's powerful fundraising machine behind him, they will be working to stop real change at all costs.
That
This
sounds like
is a
fucking
critical
bullshit.
period where we must close the gap with the Conservative Party and send a strong signal about our commitment to our values. Well, damn, son.
Sounds like a load of shit.
Sounds like some Bernie Sanders bullshit. The
So-
1%.
Or-
They're like, these people are here to ruin the country.
Oh boy.
Canadian politics is so fucking ridiculous.
lame too at the same
Yeah.
time.
It's
That's why this letter is so urgent, Malcolm. I like how they actually managed to stick my name in it a couple of times, even though this is an absolutely blanket letter. It's like a template.
Oh, they have like a robot
Pretty clever.
insert.
I am immensely grateful for the support you've given our movement. Okay.
movement.
Did you give them money?
No. Maybe like a couple of years, 4 or 5 years ago. I don't know. Since the election, we've been hard at work building an ambitious, progressive country that is focused on making. Shut up, Ethan. That is focused on making life better for Canadian families. With you behind us, we've been able to strengthen the Canada Pension Plan, introduce the new Canada Child Benefit, and cut taxes for 9 million middle-class Canadians. Cutting taxes? I'm down for it.
Yep.
Just for the...
But have they actually done it? Show me the WikiLeaks.
With a new Conservative leader in place, all of this progress is at stake. Andrew Scheer stood with Stephen Harper for 10 years. He was like the Speaker of the House, so he's kind of neutral, but
Yeah.
I don't know, whatever. He's definitely proven to be a bit of a dumbass. He has opposed equal marriage and a women's right to choose. He has no plan to grow our economy or protect our environment, and has opposed every step we've taken to provide more help for middle-class families. That's why I hope you'll consider renewing your commitment with a contribution today. Our team has a lot of hard work to do so we can continue to deliver real change for many years to come. Your donation will make sure that we can stay connected to Canadians and be ready for the next election. We can't wait until 2019. We can't wait until it's too late.
Oh my god.
Yeah, they're really laying on thick here. Holy
Yeah, they want your money.
Give me your cash.
So I already gave you my money today, Justin. When I give you $92 from a communist socialist medical thing that I don't use.
You actually paid that?
You have to, or they compound it.
I've never paid it. Moving forward, we need to work even harder than we did during the last election campaign. to make sure that Canada's success is felt by more and more of Canada's middle class. We must keep working for the single mom who needs help saving for back-to-school clothes for her kids, or the high school student who needs a good summer job so they can save up for next year's college tuition. Yeah, no, not really. Can I count on you to be part of this work too? Maybe.
You should just have a bunch of those in the 7-Eleven restroom toilet paper thing.
Used.
Yeah, used.
Oh,
yeah.
Now more than ever, Canadians want leadership that brings people together. But we must be prepared to fight for it. By working hard, training our volunteers, building our teams, and talking with our fellow Canadians, there is no challenge that we cannot overcome.
Except for legalizing marijuana, you've diddly-dallied on it for 2 years.
He's totally pulling from great speeches in the past. We shall overcome.
Oh, yeah. That's fucking stupid.
No, overcome.
Let's show Mr. Scheer and all of Canada just how strong this movement is. Please take this opportunity to send your contribution today. Thank you, Justin Bell.
Yeah, maybe a bowel movement.
It's as stale as an old lady's asshole. Like, come on.
Yeah.
There's nothing there.
P.S. The negative attacks have already begun. We need to protect and build upon our progress, because better is always possible. Your contribution will help strengthen our movement now so we can keep our positive plan for moving Canada forward. P.P.S. Please find and close a special bookmark to thank you for standing with us on the values we share together. If you choose to contribute today, and I hope you do, will you also consider telling someone you know that you're not waiting until 2019 to support the Liberal Party of Canada? You'll help us get the message out that stepping up for our shared values is now what matters most. Thank you.
That was a long-winded pile of shit.
Yeah. How fucking greedy can you be?
They're pretty greedy.
It is always possible.
Yeah, it sounds like some typical Justin Trudeau bullshit, to be honest.
I tried to warn everyone, but no one listened to me.
Yeah, stronger, not stronger because, what is it?
Not stronger, not weaker, not stronger in spite of our differences, stronger because of our differences. Actually,
I agree with that.
Yeah.
But
that's not what he's doing. He's shitting the toast.
No, they're basically saying, hey, if you don't like Muslims, you're bad and you're going to get fined.
Did you say shitting the toast?
Yeah, shitting the toast. It's the new, you take a shit on your toast, you shit the toast.
I don't know.
It's a real saying.
Canadian politics is so, it seems weird because there's not, like, the international impact that American politics is having.
That's very true.
That's what it seems like. The things that we're seeing are just...
Well, it only screws our own people, luckily.
Yeah. Yeah. It's strange. Canadian politics. There's a lot of stuff on the environment. They talk about the environment much more than in America.
Well, it's because we have such a massive environment in the first place.
Yeah. And we've definitely, we're a lot greener than America, it seems like. But I don't know how true that is. I think actually on paper, we're worse.
In reality, we are. And then we just look at the
individual carbon footprint, though.
But
I think we're worse off than they are.
But also, it's like, okay, we need a big carbon tax because blah blah. Are you kidding me? Part of like the carbon treaty of whatever the fuck is.
Yeah.
China gets like basically no limits for 10 years. And then they wean themselves onto it. Are you kidding me? Them in India, they're doing much more damage than North American. But it's not going to help anything. Yeah. It's just screwing us. Like,
and the argument is that, we did it for so long and they didn't get to until more recently.
Fuck them.
It's like, no, I'm sorry, but China is already they don't give a fuck. They know that the future isn't in petroleum. They're going towards like solar. I think it's every year they
but half more than 75% of their countries are shitholes. Or use the coal wagon to make it up the hill.
Well, in India, most people don't have fucking toilets.
India's fucked. India's a shit fest.
Right now, that cult leader that's getting 10 years for raping 2 women, and
there was a huge protest.
People died.
What do you call him? The guru.
Right.
And everyone's like, oh.
He's this big hairy oaf. He looks like Ron Jeremy from India.
Jesus.
He does.
That's a disgusting picture.
He looks like Ron Jeremy.
Do you have it up there? Don't fuck with it. Never mind.
No, it's fine. I can look at it.
We don't want to lose it.
As well.
Okay.
But just It's ridiculous. The world's largest democracy where people riot when rapists get put in fucking jail for not enough time.
Alright, so what's the name of this guy that you want to look up?
Look up the Guru India
riots. Well, that's probably like 50,000 guys just happened to before.
It's crazy. Like, fucking A. But that happens in America too. It happens here where people get
Guru Bling is jailed for 20 years for rape.
Oh, it's 20 years. That might be. Is he a big hairy fuck?
Okay, so the Telegraph is saying 20 years. Chicago Tribune is saying 10 years. I'm sensing a lot of fake news.
This might be fake news.
I don't think it's fake news. It was definitely like all over the news.
Yeah, just go to the pictures and look at this guy. He's a big fucking oaf.
So he's called the Guru of Bling.
Is that actually the guy?
As far as I can tell.
The shit guru.
Wow.
He's a big hairy.
Oh, whoa.
What a piece of shit.
The guy looks like Gray fucking Wyatt from wrestling, but with less toilet paper.
Jesus.
Talking about Klingons. Fuck.
Malcolm's like, Ethan, you ruined my podcast. It's not a pile of shit.
Don't worry, you did that a long time ago.
That's the guy. Holy shit. And like his followers are rioting because he's...
Was a guy like Peter Popoff of like India or something?
Holy shit. He's like the...
Just look at this guy on the right.
That guy's...
He's like, oh, I just want to get a picture.
Okay, wait a minute.
I don't know what that guy's
So, he's on TV shows and shit too?
Suppose.
What a fucking disgusting human being. Yeah,
Wow,
he looks like he would be in wrestling.
Yeah, looks like Macho Man Hindi Savage or something.
Yeah, totally. Wow. He's like the fucking Rick Ross of India.
Yeah, but even gay or something.
What's with the guy in military? What's with all these military guys behind him?
Probably a stupid music... I don't know.
Probably is a music video.
This fucking idiot. Well, sucks to be from India. Even though it seems like an amazing country. Like the country itself looks
There's a lot of bullshit
gorgeous.
there.
But it's just so much pollution, so many fucking people.
Yeah, they gotta figure out the sewage treatment.
And Pakistan.
If they can modernize like all their public services, it has potential to be like a fucking... Like,
oh yeah.
The next super.
yeah, definitely.
Yeah, totally.
But right now it's just
waiting
like...
It's slowly making its way.
It's going.
Yeah.
Going slow.
But I mean,
yeah.
It's
pretty good.
It's going good, yeah. Well, fuck.
What else you got in your notes there, Ethan?
Alright, folks, well... We want to talk about... This is old news now, but you want to talk about the Women's March at all?
That's another example of the left eating itself, right?
The one right after the... was it inauguration? Or,
yeah. Oh, that one.
I'm a nasty.
I'm a nasty cunt.
Like vagina hats on?
Yeah, vagina hats. Okay, let's here we go. What's this one? Oh, that's about the TPP.
Oh.
Here we go. So,
TPP's an interesting one.
Oh, it's very shit.
Free trade, man.
Okay, here we go. So, with the Women's March, the whole thing was like, let's put like big styrofoam cunts on our head and then walk around like idiots chanting stupid ass shit. And like, that's basically all it was. Like,
Sounds like a grand time.
Well, having like your 500-pound stomach like rip out of a shirt saying every size is beautiful. No, it's not. Yeah, so it's like, who's one of the main people behind the march?
Oh shit. That's
Linda Sarsour.
I don't know who that is, but okay.
That was the burqa chick on stage. Being like, fuck that.
Alright.
I find it funny, she's going for a women's rights march, and she is a proprietor of Sharia law.
Oh my fucking god.
Fucking messed up.
She loves Sharia law. Women's March National Co-Chair, Sharia law is reasonable
No, it's not.
Not even.
and misunderstood.
Nope.
So I think my mic is dead.
No, your mic's alright.
Maybe
You might want to get closer to ours.
Okay, it's still working. All right. Well, sorry if no one heard that. Don't want to get too close. Okay, there we go.
That works.
Yep. Okay. So yeah, Women's March national co-chair. Sharia law is reasonable and it's misunderstood.
Is that a quote?
Yes, it is. In brackets, they put it together. So
Right.
this is from cnsnews.com.
Okay, I just like to state the reason I disagree with Sharia law, no matter what your interpretation of it is, no matter how strictly you follow it.
Here, do you want this?
Whatever. No.
So here's
the reason I disagree with it is it's because it's a law that is based upon religion.
Yeah.
but it's also the most extreme one of it based on religion.
Sure, whatever. But just any law that is based upon religion, as far as I'm concerned, is full of shit.
Yeah,
For the most part, with some exceptions.
Probably 900 BC.
I mean, of course, there are a few that, don't kill people. You can find that in most
Common sense.
There's no culture where murder or theft are seen as okay. You cannot find a culture, as far as I know.
Actually, yes, I can. There's the headhunter tribes in Upstate.
Okay,
that's besides.
That's not really culture, now is it?
But is that murder? Is that murder for its own sake, or is that for a reason?
It's murder for its own sake.
Okay. Yeah, no, but it's. Let's just say it's extremely hard to find a culture where murder or theft are considered okay.
Just try it there.
Okay. So here we go. And this is Linda Saucer. Okay. 10 weeks of paid maternity leave in Saudi Arabia. Yes, paid. And you're worrying about women driving? Puts U.S. to shame. So next up we learn in Saudi Arabia, she says there's women in parliament too. There are Muslim countries who have women presidents, for God's sakes. In Saudi Arabia, your boogeyman Islamic State, women are in parliament. Women haven't been allowed in parliament. They just got allowed in 2013.
Right.
What the fuck are you talking about?
And they can't drive. They're not allowed to drive because it'll make them. They can't get.
And I'll pass this around.
Wait, what?
Yeah, they say in Saudi Arabia, they say that women cannot drive because they won't be able to get pregnant.
It's
fucking stupid, real news.
It's stupid people. Not all cultures are equal people. So we have there's the Islamic State punishment and the Saudi Arabian punishment for blasphemy, acts of homosexuality, treason, murder. Both Islamic State and Saudi Arabia is death.
Right.
Next, slander and drinking alcohol. Well, Saudi Arabia is pretty liberal because in Islamic State it's 80 lashings. But Saudi Arabia, it's at the discretion of a judge. Oh, we know how that'll go.
Right.
Adultery if married, death by stoning, death by stoning.
Right.
Adultery if not married, 100 lashes and exile for a year. And Saudi Arabia, just 100 lashes.
Nice.
Stealing, amputation of hands. Saudi Arabia, amputation of the right hand. Banditry, theft, I don't know.
Theft, I guess. Or
amputation of hand and foot, amputations hand and foot. Now, banditry with a charge of murder and theft. Islamic State, crucifixion.
Holy fuck.
Saudi Arabia, it's luckily death.
Nice.
And there's this pompous cunt. Women's March leader, pro-Sharia law.
Right.
Linda Sarsour. And
also, we should call it Sharia because Sharia means law in, I think, Arabic. So it's like, we call it like law.
That's true.
It's just like
it's like chai tea.
It's their word for
chai. Tea.
Chai, yeah.
Saudi Arabia has a terrible human rights record. Why are they still Canada's ally? You can
that's
point to any of the shit. You can read about Sharia law right there.
Why is it that America and Canada are allies?
Donald Trump's guilty too, but here.
Yeah.
More than 50 Soros partners behind Women's March. This was a fabricated event right here.
Okay, now I'm really interested in hearing what you have to say about this.
So this obviously, you guys know old Georgie boy, right? You know.
I've heard a little bit about him.
A little bit about him.
Billionaire Democratic backer, right?
Yeah. Well,
Sold his own.
old people out to the Nazis, helped steal their gold. He admits this in the interview here. And this is all the sources. You can check the sources. They're all there. I did my research. You probably won't. But here we go. George Soros interview on 60 Minutes. So you're a Hungarian Jew. Mm-hmm. I'm reading it right from this is...
Transcripts?
Yeah, transcripts. Mm-hmm. Who escaped the Holocaust. Yep. He says, but I'm going to do it so I don't sound like an old fucking man. By posing as a Christian. He says, right. And you watch lots of people get shipped off to death camps. Right. I was 14 years old, and I would say that's when my character was made. In what way? The one should think ahead. One should understand and anticipate events, and when one is threatened, it was a tremendous threat of evil. I mean, it was a very personal experience of evil. Okay, so it says here he went out with his protector. He was a fake Christian, and no feeling of guilt. No, so went out, in fact, and helped in the confiscation of property from the Jews. Yes, that's right. Yes. I mean, that sounds like an experience that would send a lot of people into the psychiatric couch for many, many years. Was it difficult? No, not at all. Not at all. Maybe as a child you don't see the connection. But it created no problem at all. No feeling of guilt? No. This is the guy behind a bunch of the left movements. He wants to topple, these are nasty people you're dealing with. That's why I just can't be like, oh, yep, you're right. The right is bad.
That was an interview with...
On 60 Minutes with the guy's name's up there, full transcript.
Huh. Jesus Christ. So he poses... I could see posing as
Here's what happened. I've read the whole article, so I can just say it now ad-libbed with him. Yeah. His dad was a wealthy lawyer.
Yeah.
Lived in Germany. Saw what was coming. Smart guy.
Fair enough to get out.
Paid off the government. Fake this, that. Sent him to be a Christian guy's son. The guy kept his secret. This happened. Went off. Yeah.
Right.
No.
But then how did he sell out the Jews like that?
Because he helped his father confiscate the Jews' property with the Nazis because he had to blend in, right?
Right. Jesus Christ.
This guy's horrible. Like, people say I'm crazy. They just haven't. They're just like, their window is like. Mine is. I see the whole thing. Theirs is like this and coming crazy. They haven't opened their eyes yet. In my opinion, like you have to dig deep.
Yeah, it's one of the good things like I learned in university with like Mona and Ross especially is that like academia is all about realizing that everything is more complicated than it's made out to be. This whole Donald Trump is evil and the left is good is like, it's clearly bullshit. It's more complicated than that.
Oh yeah, I agree.
Like when you've got Warner Brothers, I think it was like the 8th or 9th largest campaign contributor to Hillary Clinton, and so that CNN, who is reporting on the election, is one of the biggest contributors to...
Hey, you want a paragraph on everything the Clinton Foundation did wrong and read that out? There you go.
Alright, let's see it.
Do you want to do this because you already know it? You can just fucking power through.
What kind of... I don't want to drone, like... We should almost...
I'm down.
Okay, yep.
Yeah.
So, this is... Yeah, here we go.
This is the Clinton Foundation?
Yeah, this is quotes from government officials. The Clinton Foundation's finances are so messy that the nation's most influential charity, Watchdog, put it on its watch list of problematic nonprofits last month. Unfortunately, I don't have the time stamps on this.
Yeah.
You can look it up and take my word for it. You can call me a lunatic. I don't really care. Do your own research of everything I've said, but I think it's
people
real
should
news.
anyways, right?
Yeah, you should always, even if you agree with the guy, make sure it's real news, right? The Clinton family's mega charity took in more than $140 million in grants and pledges in 2013, but spent just $9 million on direct aid. That's ridiculous. That's like worse than the Red Cross, and they're horrible.
Holy fuck.
They are. If you look at how much they actually give to the people, they're one of the worst charities to give to.
Right.
Look up at what charities and what they... funnily enough, Ronald McDonald House is in like the top 3.
Right.
Red Cross is like almost the worst, so just keep in mind when you donate, folks. Yeah. On its 2013 tax forms, the most recently available as of this writing, the foundation claimed it spent $30 million on payroll, employee benefits, $8.7 in rent and office expenses, $9.2 million on conferences, conventions, and meetings, $8 million on fundraising, and nearly $8.5 million on travel. None of the Clintons are on the payroll, but they do enjoy first-class flights paid for by the foundation. That's not skeevy, is it? In all, the group reported $84.6 million in functional expenses on its 13 tax return. I'm going to say 13 instead of 2013. Tax return, and had more than $64 million left over. Money the organization has said represents pledges rather than the actual cash on hand. And everything gets spooky here.
Wait, pledges rather than the cash on hand.
Like Saudi Arabia pledged money to them for no political favors in return.
Right.
Yeah, you got that?
Rich guy pledges $1 million.
Boom, I kind of want this law passed.
Oh, I just did it
take away the game. Oh,
yeah.
That's fine. That's what happens when you listen to the radio talk show host Alex Jones.
Yeah.
A slush fund for the Clintons. I'm running out of saliva, and it's boring, but like...
Yeah, no,
if you're listening to like the 5 to maybe 10 people that listen to this, look it up for yourself. It's like really easy to see. It's all there.
Yeah. No, it's
but
dirty.
Everyone just no, that's inconvenient. Yeah, okay, I'll go. If you know it's a real inconvenient truth. There we go.
I think like there's those like organizations that actually rate charities. And,
yes.
That's fantastic.
And there's something like there's literally only I think 5 or 6 that are given an A+, where the money that you spend is spent well, and it like the $10 goes a long way kind of thing. Most of them, it just goes all these charges. They spent more on conferences and meetings than they did on helping people. That's just one of those little the places.
And to the right, you can see Malcolm plundering what's left of the pie.
Not touching your pizza, you fucker.
Yeah, I'm just kidding. I'm almost out of everything in my squeaky chair to talk about here. The only thing I have left is the TPP.
Yeah.
And coming back to me and Malcolm's discussion at the pub the other day, why I don't like Paul Ryan.
Oh, okay.
Sure, yeah. Well, I'll address you when you're done stuffing your pie hole with some pizza. Okay, so one reason, and I don't like Paul Ryan, and I think Trump's very stupid for picking Paul Ryan as the speaker, is one.
He already was, right? Wasn't he?
Yeah, but why didn't you get rid of him?
Him, right?
Yeah. So.
Yeah.
He raised millions of dollars against Donald Trump. He was a never Trumper, and all of a sudden he's like, "Oh, he's not a leaker. Don't worry, he's loyal." He supports the TPP,
right?
Which I think is stupid.
I like the TPP. I think.
I'm
a free trader.
Yeah, but you get schlonged.
Right. Possibly. Yeah.
Possibly, and that's
free trade though. Everybody gets schlonged and everybody benefits.
Yeah, but the states is getting slonged the hardest, which I don't.
The question is whether TPP actually is good free trade. Is it real?
Apple.
Look at this now.
Taking huge advantage
everywhere, overseas. Move the factories over. Don't worry, it's fine.
The question is whether it actually is a free trade agreement or whether there's a bunch of bullshit in it.
Okay, yeah, so that's a fair point.
Yeah.
Free trade,
I like free trade.
Yeah. The TPP is not free trade, though. Let's be honest, gentlemen.
You ask who benefits, and it's very specific people.
he was behind the Donald Trump's rollout of the Ryan Care, which was horrible.
Right.
And Trump even got Ron Paul on board for a bit, and I was like, yes, let's go.
Yeah.
I think Ron Paul should just be in charge of, why not everything? He's like the only sane person in like the U.S. politics. There's a few.
Yeah, like Justin Mosh and people like that.
I like Trey Gowdy. I like Ron Paul. I think Trump overall is doing his best. I do like him.
He's establishment.
And like he put this out, and
Paul Ryan. No.
The full thing. Paul Ryan's okay. What we're gonna do here is, don't worry. There'll be no government mandated. You don't have to pay, but if you have to and defer, the government will put you over to a private debt collection company, which is just as bad, if not worse. Oh. Everything in there was shit.
Private debt collection company.
Sounds like some gangster shit.
Yeah.
That can be swindled too.
Yeah.
Sorry, this private debt collection company folded.
Right.
When really, it was just bought out. It was a shell company, and blah 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 blah. And it turns out the shell company was owned by a parent company who owns the same company, which was fined in the first place or whatever.
Right.
Yeah. And the second is he came out against the pardon of Joe Arpaio, Sheriff Joe. Right. And a lot of people are up in arms. I think he was just doing his job the way he interpreted the Constitution to be and the way it is. But
I'm sorry, I don't know what you're talking about.
He was a sheriff, and he in Phoenix, I believe. Yeah, Phoenix.
I'm not sure.
I think we'll check. If I'm wrong, check me later. But
I think in Arizona somewhere.
Yeah, if my memory serves me correct, and when it's kind of the stop and frisk, like super heavy duty, like kind of like let's stop. A liberal judge said, no, stop doing that. And he said, no, this is my police service. I'm the sheriff. I'm going to do it by what's handed down by the federal government. You can't contradict what they tell me to do with that. So he kept doing it. And he's 85. He's served for, 40 plus 50 years in law enforcement. And they finally, a liberal appointed judge with no jury found him guilty of, I think, criminal negligence or something. It was a lesser charge, and it was 1 year in jail. Right. The man's 85. I don't think he did anything wrong. He was following orders the way he interpreted them. Right. By the book, to the book. Yeah. And so Donald Trump came out, pardoned him, and said, this guy's great, so he's out now, because, even if you can't make an 85-year-old man serve with that kind of background, you get ripped to shreds. And everyone's losing their mind, and I think it was the right call. And if you guys knew about it, I'm sure there's ways you can say it was a bad call. He might be a horrible guy, but I'm just shooting it off how I see it and what I support. So Paul Ryan, I think he's kind of like he's like a Mitch McConnell. He's like a turtle man, Mitch McConnell, like a tumor John McCain.
What's up with fucking Mitch McConnell?
Mitch McConnell's fucked. He's the Republican.
He's the head
senior leader of the shit thing. And
he's a Senate guy, right? He's the leader. Yeah, he's the highest ranking senator.
Yeah, but he's shit. He's like a cock. He's a beta male.
Right.
He's old. Maybe he used to be good.
He's old turtle man.
But you need term limits on anybody, because you have Mitch McConnell, John McCain, and on the other side you have Nancy Pelosi, Maxine Waters, and Chuck Schumer, and they're all just insane and ruining both parties. They all have dementia.
I think term limits is a good idea on most things, but I think they do serve a purpose. Like say with judges, to keep them out
but in the Senate
in the Senate, I think you're right. Actually,
especially
because it's the same in Canada. You're there till you're 75 or too fucking old to do your duty anymore.
Yeah. But
I agree with the judges having no term limits.
Yeah, I agree.
Judges are, they cannot be influenced.
Yeah. Ideally. I like how the state Supreme Court works, where it's that's set in stone, and if one goes, appoint another one. But what I don't like is the Democrat, the old Ruth something there. They're one. She's fallen asleep in sessions before.
Right.
She looks old. No, she's healthy.
Oh, Ruth Bader Ginsburg.
Yeah, Ginsburg. Yeah.
I like her though. Because she was good friends with Scalia, even though she's probably one of the most liberal justices.
But you can be fine. Like I can be friends with very liberal people.
Yeah,
that's fine.
But she's just old as fuck.
Yeah, I
she
think
is very old.
Yes.
Yeah. But I mean, a lot of those guys are guys and gals.
Oh fuck yeah!
Like
Kennedy on the liberal side. I like Kennedy though.
Kennedy's cool. He
might retire. Yeah, he is completely down the center, and I think that balances out, which is why
split.
If he's thinking of retiring, Trump would get a second pick in there.
Right.
And I don't know what he would do. I could see him going slightly centrist, but I think he'd probably.
I've never even thought about that.
He might get 2 actual picks.
Yeah, no, that's crazy. I never thought about.
And then even if he failed,
or more.
Yeah, even if he gets voted on 4 years, his 2 picks could flip politics.
Yeah, for a long time.
He rightfully replaced Scalia with a far right. Judge, not even far right, just like pretty right, like how Scalia was, good right judge.
I think, what's his face?
Scalia, he replaced him with, he replaced Scalia with,
not Merrick Garland. What the fuck's his name? I really like that.
Neil Gorsuch.
Neil Gorsuch,
yeah. Replaced him with him, and he's good, straight down the line, like, don't fuck around,
he's like, in his hearings, like, he was so on point, he was...
I watched the whole thing, and it was like...
It was amazing. Like, I love watching those people speak, because they're like living equations. They're like, no, sorry, I cannot speak about this, because it would infringe on this, but I'll tell you anything about this. It's just, like, same with, like, Scalia. He was like, I take the law, I apply it to the situation. Like, very little...
Isn't that exactly what the job description says to do? And I'm like... I take the law and apply it to my own preferences.
Right. That's exactly what's... But there are cases where, what does cruel and unusual mean? How do you define that?
Exactly.
That's where it gets shady. That's where it's like, well... And then Scalia would say, well, killing 8-year-olds because they killed 5 people and did this. They did it.
That sounds pretty fucking
They did it in the 1700s, and... The fact that it was cruel and unusual back then, but they still did it, means that was not cruel and unusual. Even though by today's standards it is, but that's not the question. It's whether it is cruel and unusual when that law became a law, which is super weird. Like,
okay, so that part say, I have to stop agreeing with.
But he would say the states have the right to not do it, but the question is whether it's constitutional or whether it would be unconstitutional to execute an 18-year-old who say killed all the grandmas. But it's not a question of whether it's good or bad or we should do it or not do it. It's whether it's unconstitutional if you were to do that.
Yeah. But you know what? Laws evolve just like societies evolve. Right. So if you're gonna start executing 8-year-olds,
no
matter what, we must live in the Middle East.
Right. No, but that's the thing. Like, that was one of the cases that came to them was...
Is it 8 or 18?
18 is executing an 18-year-old.
Is it 8?
That's why I said Middle East.
Because it was...
Well, if it's heinous enough, I guess.
Yeah, that's the thing. Back in the 1700s when they wrote that law, it was because that was a practice then. And that's what they look. They look at the practices and the history. What was it like then, and then apply it to today. But I can see how that gets weird because like we are a different society. But that's not really the question. Like Scalia would say that most of the states have made it so no, we do not execute 18-year-olds. But that's not the question for the Supreme Court justice. Their job is to read the Constitution and whether it's constitutional or not to execute.
You know, that sounds to me like they're actually just blinding themselves by cutting out these certain factors which they refuse to pay attention to.
Right. But like
they are actually doing themselves disservice. They are misinforming themselves by refusing to pay attention to the realities of the modern era.
Right. But I mean,
Their job is to go by the book, judge it case by case, right down the middle.
It's fine if you go by the book, but you know what? If you keep your nose buried in a book for long enough, eventually you're going to walk into a fucking tree.
They obviously don't, because Ruth Ginsburg came out against Donald Trump, and she was recommended that she shouldn't oversee some of the higher cases about the Russia connection because she had a clear bias.
Right.
So obviously they don't always do that.
A clear bias is one thing.
The thing is, though,
like that's, you know, I agree.
Alright, so we get to dump on the left some more, okay?
The thing is, though, it's the job of the legislature to make those questions, whether or not it should be legal, or whether or not we are going to execute 18-year-olds, or whether it's cruel and unusual. But it's the justices' job to apply the law, apply the Constitution.
Yes, the Constitution should be amended so that it's clear that no, we do not fucking execute 18-year-olds.
Right, but that's the thing. They're not. If they don't amend the Constitution, which they won't on that issue,
so
then it's the legislature's job.
What I want to ask is, what do you guys think about the death penalty? Yes or no question, no comment. Well, I'll do it.
I don't think. I think
yes or no.
No.
I'd say I'm not in favor of it, but as a
yes or no.
If in terms of
you can explain after.
Judge,
explain after yes or no.
I say
no, judge. Yeah, I say yes as well.
But I'm not.
Now we get our
in practice, I'm not. I don't think it should be applied because it's like the whole case of when it's applied to someone who's innocent, and that does happen. But I think on the books, I think it should not be unconstitutional to do it. But I don't know. It's such a crazy.
But throw out the Constitution, and you'll never hear me. I'm saying just morally yourself. Right. Morally, yes or no?
I think no. It's one of those things where I don't think it's like not everyone should be treated the same way. If you're someone who goes and kills 20 innocent people, and we know you did it, I don't want them to be treated the way I want myself to be treated. You know, the moral ground has shifted for that person. They've given up. You know.
Which is true, but it's
and like I think
we got a no and a hard yes. What do we got?
I'm not a pacifist, right?
Okay.
So there are many occasions which I could take up from the last 20, 30, 40, 50 years, whatever, where actually yes, I would personally apply the death penalty to that.
Yeah.
However, I am nagged by the question of if we kill people who kill other people, what makes us better than the people who kill people?
Because the government makes the laws, and
yes. So what makes the government better?
Right.
Nothing.
Nothing, and yet the government is already killing.
But that's Obama's drone strikes. I don't disagree. Well, I'm saying I phrased that badly. For certain heinous crimes, I think child rape.
Yeah.
I think pedophiles should be put to death. I think for heinous murders, death penalty.
Yeah.
Acts of terrorism, death penalty.
Alright.
Everything else, no drug penalties. Fuck, let them do it. Make it all legal. Fuck.
As libertarian as against, it's a harm principle.
For me, it's like my head's like bonging against two things.
You know what I'd be interested in seeing is it's not an outright death penalty, but more like penal exile. So send them off to Antarctica.
Sweet.
Labor camps.
Fine.
So
labor camps, yeah.
Okay.
Or just
just get the Cyclone B out in the labor camps, my dude. That almost worked pretty dog. I don't know about labor camps. These guys want to get nuts.
Yeah, no, I don't believe the death penalty.
Okay, but here's the thing.
If they survive, they survive. If they die, then
does taxpayer? My big thing is I don't want my taxpayer dollars keeping these fucks alive.
The crazy thing in practice.
So I don't want to pay for them to be flown out there. I'd rather just one bullet cost $1.
Yeah, no. The crazy thing is that in practice it costs more to execute them than to keep them alive, and that's because of the legal fees. But should that be changed? Because the thing is, you need to prove that this guy or girl is. So you have to go through all these hoops, and by the end of it costs more.
But that's part of liberty, and you have to have a fair trial, guilty or not. So we can't do anything about that.
You need the
but after that, it costs more.
Yeah.
Well, the way we would do execution, we do it very like, we can't do this, instead of like fucking old yelling in the back of the head. But why should it, for the taxpayers' money keep this scumbag alive for the rest of his life?
Yeah, that's a weird thing.
It's like Clifford Olson. Is he still alive? I don't remember. But he might be dead. But you know,
may God shit on his soul.
Manson. He's still in there.
Yeah, look at Manson or fucking Robert Picton.
Yeah.
Like that
Isn't
guy,
he dead? Isn't he dead?
Picton?
I thought they killed one of them. One of them, they got them, and then they... No, I don't think it was Picton. It was one of those guys, and they killed him before
The pig humper? No, he's still alive.
Piece of shit.
I love
that part.
And like even John Wayne Gacy, he was put to death, but you know how much money it cost to keep him for as long as they did? He's like, delay the trial, ooh, I have political, blah, blah, blah. Like, fuck.
Political what?
Connections. He was big shit in his little town. He's like big fish in a small pond. And
But the weird thing is
story.
that like executing them somehow costs more than keeping them alive. That's true right now. I don't know why. But
what do you mean?
I'm pretty sure a bullet doesn't cost that much.
No, it's because it's not just killing them. It's not like the act of...
But they'll have to go through the legal hoops anyways, guilty or not guilty.
Right.
So that's already going to happen.
Right,
But then the thing I'm thinking, killing them's cheaper than keeping them alive artificially until they're 80.
But it's like once they make the decision to kill them, it's all those processes that cost so much.
Shouldn't be any.
No, but that's the thing.
2 weeks, it's like giving your last 2 weeks at a job.
Yeah.
2 weeks, say respect, done. Like, you can streamline it, that sounds really harsh, but...
Alright, last meal. What is it? If you could have any meal. You're about to get fucking chemicaled.
Can I involve substances with it?
Oh yeah, I'd say like fucking give her.
Anything you want.
Yeah, okay.
Like trippy. Psychedelics probably. Maybe because a lot of people that do like psychedelics, it helps them die because they just have this like sense, oh, it's all the universe anyways, whatever.
I definitely want to do DMT then.
Yeah, that'd be cool. That'd be fucked up though. Give it a lobster covered in butter.
Oh.
I actually don't like lobster that much.
Really? Holy fuck!
I'd say probably I'd want 2 sticks of liquor, pack of smokes. Give me a fucking big thing of fried chicken.
Just the fried chicken.
Just the fried chicken.
Class fried chicken, though.
Yeah, good fried chicken. Slice of pizza, some French fries, a cup of unsweetened ass tea, and give me some good down south lemonade, and maybe some cornbread. Or is that being too greedy?
Oh, no.
I could go out comfortably that way.
You're gonna eat your corn.
That's going out dirty.
You know what that's from?
Going out greasy.
Do you know where that quote's from?
No.
Anywhere in Arkansas? I don't know.
No, it's from the Eddie Murphy and Martin Lawrence movie called Life. It's fucking hilarious.
Is that where the little negroid is in his head? Is a robot?
No.
What movie was that?
I had no idea what you're talking about.
There was like a little guy in Eddie Murphy's head.
Yeah. What was that?
I don't know. It was shit. It was like Eddie or something stupid.
Dude, what the fuck was that? I thought that was Men in Black.
No, it wasn't Men in Black.
That's Will Smith, you know.
Oh, God. Wait. Who the fuck? Will Smith?
Eddie Murphy, you know that guy?
Will Smith was in Men in Black.
Yeah.
Him and Tommy Lee Jones.
I think you're right.
I know I'm right.
I thought, oh my God, I'm having like
Brains,
movies all mixed together. No, it's like us.
Remember when Arnold Schwarzenegger was in Twilight? It was like, Dad, I love you. It's like, whatever the fuck her name is.
Oh. You know what I'm wondering is how long it takes until the Lord of the Rings gets remade. That's the ultimate question.
Reboot, but this time Gandalf is a genderqueer black lady and Frodo is a lesbian pansexual.
Yes.
You can see right now, and Hagrid's a fat acceptance, SJW. Doesn't matter, they're thrown together. The big fat Gimli. I don't give a fuck anymore.
Just make it happen.
Yeah, do it.
I don't think it's gonna happen.
Sauron's actually Donald Trump.
Really?
No.
I think with the pace of the way things are going.
Have you seen the comic books?
No.
Iron Man's a queer black woman now.
Are you serious?
Yeah, they fucked it.
Are you serious?
It's fucked.
Iron Man.
Captain America is a black woman as well.
Really?
Oh, it's fucked. Everything's fucked.
Those are in the comics?
No, they make these.
So the comic books are like way more fucking off the...
Oh, Marvel's, they've farted in the sheets.
Dude, that sucks. I mean, I'm totally cool. Like, there's cool female
Make a new one.
superheroes and
Don't
shit.
turn a man into a
Yeah,
woman.
but like that'd be like saying Scooby Doo is a fucking
Yeah,
cat.
goat.
It's
That's
not.
just dishonoring the history of the
Well, that's like the
car.
Ghostbusters thing.
Oh, what a shit movie.
I never saw it.
I
never saw it.
I did. They made a queef joke. It was at the back of the front, and like Melissa McCarthy's 18th chin like winked, and I was like, I had to leave. Me and Colton were jeering at the movie, and we got asked to leave. And you're like, "Fuck it, this movie sucks." I'm out. We're in Langford, just pissed.
With the seats, the comfy ass seats and shit.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's good shit. No, I'm totally down with like. I feel like that was just a little much.
What I'm not down for is like new Star Wars. You don't have to cast a fish mouth feminist as the lead character, and like
That shit.
the head. Say Jyn Erso in Rogue One, horrible in the eyes, boring character, underdeveloped, flat.
Yeah.
Or Rey in The Force Awakens, no flaws,
Oh, wait.
total Mary Sue.
Wait, what's the girl you're talking
Nah,
about?
I liked Ray.
Ray sucked. She was awful.
Who's the other girl you're talking about?
Jyn Erso,
She was in
Rogue One,
Yeah,
the big fish lip, big red looking feminist. Is that Chewbacca? Is that Chewbacca? Or is that the lead actress? I don't
I
know.
get that vibe. But
Fuck, have you seen her mouth? It's like the big red feminist mouth.
Yeah, no, I really did not get that vibe.
You re-look it. You looked it over.
I have
It's
no
right
idea
there.
what you're talking about.
Well, type in Jyn Erso fish mouth, and you'll see what I'm talking
I
about.
know who you're talking about, but
But
I
there's
don't know
photo evidence.
Why don't
on
I know who? I need to see a picture of this guy.
Not this guy again.
He sees it.
Fish. Fish mouth.
Fish
Fish
mouth.
mouth.
Who the fuck is this chick? Did I even see the new one?
did you not see the new
No,
one?
I've seen it. We all fucking saw
Yeah,
it.
we all went with Chompy. Come on, man.
Yeah, no, what the fuck?
Okay, so how are you getting fish mouth?
Go to feminist mouth syndrome. Type in feminist mouth.
Feminist mouth.
It's moth. Take away Jyn Erso.
Feminist mouth. Oh.
I don't even know what the fuck a feminist mouth is. It sounds like you're talking out your ass.
Fish mouth. There, it's the fish
that
mouth.
chick, yeah.
Look at that.
Yeah,
Another
she's
fish
famous.
mouth.
She's famous.
No, but these are different people. They all have the fish mouth.
Okay.
Oh my god.
Fish mouth. Yeah. And you see pretty.
Oh, look at the puffer fish. I love it.
Pump it up. One picture, two pictures, three. It's a real thing. Scroll down. Even Carl the Cuck has it. See, look. Are you kidding me? Look at his fish mouth.
Oh my god.
There's something about being a beta male or something.
Oh.
I wasn't lying. I'm talking about real news all the time,
Yeah,
folks.
no, this is-
You just have to know where to find it. The people call me crazy. Look, there it is. That's the stereotypical one. Look at that. That says, "Excuse me? Do you know how many degrees I have in feminist dance burrito making?" And so I don't give a fuck. He's like, that's this nice lacy green seasoning. Yeet. Yep, it's a travesty.
Oh, what the hell is this? Suggestion: make it a criminal offense to criticize feminism.
How about you get put to death if you have your period? That's about the same thing. Fuck you. You're not taking over my rights because you're a bitch.
Islamic immigration. Canada first.
Jesus. No, okay, no, that was fucked up though. Put to death because you have a period.
Oh, it's just
Come on.
that's-
Arrest me, same thing. My life's over. Get gang raped by Big Jim in jail and commit suicide. Same thing. You're a fucking white male.
Build a wall. Are you
Are
kidding
you
me?
kidding me?
What the fuck? It doesn't even make sense.
I'm a white
Have you seen the girl keep her reach off this campus and she's flapping her arms?
Type in Trigglypuff. That's her internet name.
This is a classic one.
Can you put videos on this at the same time?
Oh yeah. Dude, she's flapping her arms.
This is unity.
Bernie.
Yeah, that's that black guy that got punched out because he was being a...
Oh. Yeah. Is that her name? Trigglypuff?
Yeah, Trigglypuff. That's her internet
Yeah, you gotta look it up.
Hey, I was almost forced to face the fact that my argument was bad, but I see you are a fucking white male. Tough luck, racist.
Yeah, that's AIDS Skrillex for you. Are you kidding me? Carl the Cock was the worst.
Hey, what do you want me to look up?
Type in Trigglypuff.
Trigglypuff.
Oh yeah, here we go.
Yeah, you definitely got to get the video.
Yeah.
I like the audio though. It's
Oh.
if you can get the
Go to the video. Go to the video.
Go to videos. It's short. She's screaming.
This was Milo, Steven Crowder, and I forget who, but she's an old school feminist.
Okay, so
wait, this is
which one is
the
it?
Milo event?
Milo event with Steven Crowder and an old school like third wave feminist before
the 2-minute one.
I think so.
Yeah, it's the funniest one.
Yeah.
These people are insane. This is why Hillary lost.
You gotta pull up the
fine, it's locked.
Bottom pin, you dumbass.
I have the same Windows, shit, cop.
No, you don't. It's already open.
I know, I fucked up, but I do have the same Windows, asshole. Sorry, let me reach through the glass. I'm gonna get your cherry pie. Okay, there we go. Something fell off. That may be working. Pick up the fucking window. Bing, bing, bong. There we go.
Alright, we got this. Look at this fucking idiot. Adult supervision.
Fuck you!
The correct word for contemporary third wave campus feminism is not cancer, but madness. Future historians are going to look
That's the third wave feminist?
Steven Crowder's like, what the fuck? And Milo's like, I'm gay.
Yeah.
Future generations will look back.
Hate speech is not welcome here.
Yeah, get him the hell out of here, will you, please?
That sounds like Donald.
I know, they reasserted the man as a meme.
Are they really interrupting people's speech?
Please keep your comments to the Q&A section.
Triggered.
So weak.
You're so flustered.
Where's your neck? I don't have a neck either, but that's like a super no neck.
Stop talking to us like children!
We are children, everyone yells out.
Okay. This is fucking...
Speakers are not only disinvited, but when they're invited, people come in to disrupt. They don't want others to hear.
Refueling.
When Milo comes back. On campuses across the country,
Oh, the part where they're yelling, keep your hate speech.
These people are... Are we still going, Malcolm? Oh, yeah. These people are fucking insane. Like, and this should be like... Why Donald won is because people were so against free speech. Everyone said if they learn, he might get out. But like if they keep trying to do this, more people say you guys are fucking retards.
Yeah.
This makes more sense than flailing your fucking pirate wind-sailed arms in the air while yelling profanity.
Wind sail.
Ultimately,
Fuck you!
like, no matter what kind of stupidity is being spewed, free speech has to win.
Oh, definitely.
Well, it's just so ironic.
That's the end game of like trying to maintain a logical society.
Yeah.
For fuck's sakes, that is what the whole feminist movement, like the left, the entirety of the left is built upon free speech. If there was no free speech, they'd all be put to death for fucking criticizing the state or whatever, you know?
Yep.
Yeah,
Well, that's like
And the
pretty
right's
extreme,
just for that is the real left is, I think.
But they're not okay with those people up there having speaking.
The left
they don't
is
agree
totally
with it.
fucked. It is the worst party. They need to like pull their head out of their ass. You can't.
Yeah.
All right, let's go back in the fight.
Yeah.
And
You know what the most stupid thing I saw against free speech was it was something to do with the Everett College riot.
Right.
Or did you hear
That one of the
states?
professors from there came on Joe Rogan and talked about it.
Everett
It's
College
fucking
were
insane.
shut down by students because whatever.
Yeah.
I saw this one kid who's like, it's like, if I'm paraphrasing, but it's like, you know, if some black trans femme kid is gonna be threatened, then fuck free speech. I was like,
Jesus
you're a
Christ.
fucking dumbass.
Yeah.
You can be a black trans femme. You know, whatever you choose to call yourself.
If you pay for it yourself.
Precisely because of free speech.
Yeah.
Like, there's a reason that...
The same military you criticize is the same one that our grandfathers gave blood.
Yeah.
One side or the other, they were doing what they thought was right. So that you can call yourself Jim and fucking get a fake penis and be a fucking degenerate. So, like, give some respect.
Yeah, no, it's like, I'm all for fucking strapping on and doing all that shit, but when they
shit.
You know,
it's
fucking ridiculous.
Trump's transgender military ban, agreed, totally. One of the things, no one should pay for your... Trump banned transgender people from the military.
Mm-hmm. Why? What's the point of
rightfully so.
What's the point of doing that?
One, if you go in and then transition before under Obama, the taxpayers have to pay for your transition, but not breast augmentation.
I don't agree with that.
No, me neither. And the other thing is, and this, I may have one opinion, but this is, if you're going through something as traumatic as changing your gender, I don't think I want you on the front lines having my back. If you have to make a split decision while you're taking your
testosterone
pills or estrogen pills, it's not. They don't let. I couldn't
put them on personal leave. You know, not kick them out of the military, but personal leave.
Right.
Well, they can sit behind a desk or do something, but like, I don't think they belong in the shit of Afghanistan or something. It's just like it's common sense, but then it gets done to identity politics. But like, just common sense. But there's no common sense anymore.
Yeah, I see that. Like, if you're unfit, but then is the argument that every transgender person is unfit, or is it like
no?
No,
because there's no basis for that kind of argument.
Right, but that's...
You know, if somebody... It doesn't matter if somebody's transgender or not. If they are capable to do the job in the military, i.e. they can haul ass for all day, carrying
shit in their pants and fucking shoot back.
And the thing I don't agree with the states and other militaries, they lower the standards for females to join. No, it should be the best get to go, and if that's all men, well, that's the best. Suck my balls. The chicks can go serve in the Navy or something.
One test, yeah. Same with like firefighters.
Yeah,
one test.
And same with transgender thing. If they're already established transgender and they're not transitioning and they don't have to take a lot of pills or something and they're not all wacky. If you look at the transgender suicide rate, it's through the roof. That's why I think they should get counseling before they... It's like if the same way euthanasia works, where it is legal in other countries, you have to go there, you have to get therapy, you have to make sure that's exactly what you do, talk about the risks. Same thing should be changing your gender.
Euthanasia, do you mean doctor-assisted suicide?
Hell
yeah.
Euthanasia is not the word you're looking for there.
Well, you kill yourself, you gotta kill it.
No, euthanasia is when you think you're
That's exactly my point.
Yeah.
Merciful killing. The only time you can get that is when if you're on death's row.
I want to die. You have to go through.
No, you can't do that. You have to have something seriously wrong. That's not legal anywhere in the world that I know of.
I think Holland.
Holland, euthanasia, but which word I was talking about originally.
Yeah.
If like you're scared, I want to get my cock turned into a cunt, and like it's a horrible process.
Yeah.
It pusses out of it. You have to have. I'm not going to go into it. You should have to go through years of therapy, just like you would if you want to take your own life, to make sure this is what you're going to want to do, to cut down on the post-op suicides. And it's just in the stats. And if you do that, and it's really what you want to do, then okay, pay for it yourself. I'll leave you alone. If I misgender you, that's not my fault. Sorry, deal with it. But I won't treat you any different than a gay guy or something, or any other person.
Yeah.
But don't ask special treatment. You'll get none. You'll get worse from me if you ask for special treatment. Like, fuck.
Yeah. Well, that's just weird, though. It's like, I see where he's coming from with the military thing, but at the same time, like, if these people can pass it, like, if they can do the physical test...
But can they pass the mental test if they're taking drugs to augment their testosterone and estrogen? I don't think so.
Yeah,
what happens if they're out in the middle of the bush and it gets really fucking hairy and all of a sudden they run out of their pills and...
Yeah, or women in general, what if... no, but wait, what if stealth op mission, top secret, top thing, you get your period I know it's like you shit, you piss, or whatever, but like, it's another thing. Or you get your period and you're slightly irrational. This is nothing against women. Women are beautiful creatures. They can make babies. They're more compassionate. Men are, but like, they're better for certain things.
Yeah,
there's nothing sexist about that. It's like,
we evolved that way.
Yeah, I don't think that's the best place for them. Maybe, but like, the men has fought for tens, hundreds of thousands of years.
Yeah.
I've been the warrior.
Yeah. There's definitely an argument for that.
I think there is. It's just hairy to get into with the wrong folks because it's so easy.
It's not exactly the strongest argument because there's always exceptions to it.
Yeah, that's true.
But always exceptions.
She'll knock our head
Every
off.
theory, there's always exceptions. With everything, there's always exceptions.
Yeah.
But if you want to say like 95, 99% of the time, this is true, it's biologically that way, shouldn't be horrible to say because in my opinion, it's true. And you can rebut me and we can have a debate about it, but like, it's kind of how it is. I don't know. I'm sorry.
I think like if you're talking about the military or say firefighting or policing, there should be one test to be a police person.
Policeman.
You have to pass the test. It doesn't
Police
matter.
officer.
Yeah.
I like it.
It doesn't matter if you're a guy or girl.
Anybody.
I'm good. If you can pass the fucking test, you can pass the test.
Yeah.
Right? But then, fuck. If it just so happens to be fucking spirit kin, transgender, I don't give a fuck. If they can pass the test and carry logs around and shit their pants and snipe people, like...
As long as there's no extra cost. They pay for their own medicine. But the thing, if they still take it, can they ever stop taking it?
Alright. Yeah, they're supposed to keep on it, I'm pretty sure.
Yeah, so... No, I can't say
I'm
that.
sure there's tons of soldiers though that are taking fucking sleeping pills and taking this and that. Right?
Yeah, and that's another problem if you get into
and they also get their illicit drugs
painkillers.
Painkillers.
Apparently, there's more people in the U.S. on pain meds than there are people smoking darts.
Yeah,
how crazy is that?
The opioid
I believe
crisis.
it. And don't get me started on the conspiracy with government collision with Big Med and poison and everything, because that's a whole nother topic. But like,
dude. The painkillers are their own fucking opioid crisis right there. It's fucked.
Yeah, it's all part of it. Right?
That is the opioid crisis.
Exactly.
Yeah.
These people aren't smoking their own opium. They call it an opioid crisis because they don't want to call it a big pharma pill crisis because the big companies control the media with the Rothschilds and the blah, 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 blah. I won't get into it. I sound like a crazy person. Look it up. It's all true.
Get into it.
Get into it. Don't be a sheep. Look into it.
No, you get into it. Explain.
I'll get into the whole thing since the government works with Big Pharma. They set the prices, they do that. They say with the FDA, which is a horrible, marijuana this, but it's okay. Give your kids medical meth, basically. It'll help them stop fidgeting. All these things are coming together, and I definitely... This is the deep state I'm talking about. Not the current administration, not even Obama's administration. I think he might be into it a bit more than Trump. I think Trump's outsider. Clinton, Bush, definitely total deep state candidates. But this deep state has a big plan, and they're going to do everything they can to do that. With the fluoride, they do that. The medical, the world banking system. If you look at dictators, they gave up. Gaddafi dead. Vladimir Putin tries to do that. Boom. Satan, everything's his fault. It's very spooky. And
can you tell me more about this deep state? Like, I already know certain things, but just for the sake.
Do you mean it's less conspiratorial, right? It's like more like big business, right?
Big business. It controls the whole government. Honestly,
so
I could do
is it though?
It's the main. There's five like Rothschilds, Goldman Sachs, Bilderbergs. You can say Soros's. And then
what's the connection between all of them?
Well, it's
all those
really,
they own. I could, if you just look it up.
No, don't tell me.
It's like some Noam Chomsky shit where it's
it's so well documented everywhere. It's so much info. I do the worst job of explaining it, but everything I'm telling you is true.
Anything's good. Just try.
It's kind of like the way Noam Chomsky explains it.
You're not explaining to me. You're
Well, no, like the way Noam Chomsky explains it is that like America is like. It's always privileged, like the business.
Okay, so what happened? There's a difference between when America started out before the Civil War, there was true free trade. There was true, like, that's going to happen. And what happened is slowly a few large businesses started taking off, and what happened is eventually they got too big. They had a monopoly on everything. Like, this company had a hold on all the corn or whatever, and that. So the U.S. government back in
steel and shit.
U.S. government back in the day said no more monopolies, so they disputed the power. But that wasn't enough. These same companies rose up and slowly bought out the government, basically, and now they're at the top here. The government's down here. This is like the puppet masters, deep state here. They're controlled by the puppet masters, and then they have their public handlers and then public figures, like Hillary Clinton totally bought out by other countries. It's set up to be, this sounds like a bunch of like drivel, but I encourage anyone listening to actually go look up the history of like the main 5 companies who controls everything, and then think about, does this not make sense? I think it does make sense.
Like we were talking about, like who funded Clinton, like Warner Brothers, all these giant corporations.
Saudi Arabia.
And then all the ass kissing with the Clinton Foundation. They get this $10 million from Rich Joe, and that was just a donation. We're expected to think that they don't get anything from that.
Okay, my question to you
it's not a conspiracy. It's like an open conspiracy in a sense. Like,
so if it's an open, so my usual rebuttal question to conspiracies is, if this is happening, and since it requires such organizational capacity, why hasn't nobody come out about it?
Right.
They have.
So it is.
They have multiple times.
The open conspiracy thing is.
Yeah. It's not that it is a conspiracy. Right. Many people's ended up dead. If you look up the founder of Breitbart, Andrew Breitbart.
Yeah.
1 or 2 weeks before his death, he says, I'm saying things they don't want me to say. If I die of a heart attack in the next couple of weeks, it was them. Week and a half later, dead of a heart attack. Excuse me.
People that were gonna go testify against Hillary Clinton. They shot them.
Seth Richards, he was the DNC leaker. You can look this up. See, we don't have video here, so when I say look this up, or go look at it for himself, because I can't show you the stats in front of me. Not that I brought them today, but I could if I could. But look that up. And some guy that was going to testify, a well-established lawyer.
The African guy, right?
African guy, yeah. He killed himself the day before. The Clintons have a body count. Look up the Clinton body count as well.
Yeah.
Yeah.
There's a lot. And there was one person who was quote-unquote robbed. And they were shot, and they didn't.
That was Seth Richards' wallet. So the reports he was alive in the hospital, and then doctors went in, and then he came out, and oops, he slipped away. Like,
Jesus fuck.
So the first thing that comes up is Clinton body bags, Snopes.com. I already know it's Snopes. I'm not really too.
Malcolm, can I borrow some Rubina?
Snopes can be shady sometimes.
Is it out of date?
I have no idea.
I forget who it was, but there's someone who allegedly killed themselves, and they had shot themselves in the head twice.
Going to testify.
They shot themselves in the head twice, though.
Yeah.
How the fuck do you pull that off?
Exactly, you don't. Apparently, when you shoot yourself in the head, the gun goes flying out of your hand.
When it bounces out against the wall and shoots you in the head and then lands back in your hand.
That's some JFK shit.
JFK, don't get me started on that. Oh, this was like syrup. Thanks, Rubina. Fuck.
That's what Rubina is. You
I don't know. Have you seen Rubina advertised a lot? I know I haven't.
Alright. Clinton body count, a left-wing conspiracy?
Fuck. 4.7 million results, though.
Yeah, I'm not really
Look
going
up
for that.
Seth Richards, DNC assassination.
Seth Richards.
Seth Rich.
You have to understand Google also is engaged in mass censoring also. That just came out too. They just passed a new wave of censorship.
Seth Rich?
Seth Rich and the myths behind the DNC staffer's killing.
CNN.
Yeah, CNN.
First thing that comes up is CNN. Jesus.
That's not an accident either. That's all orchestrated, believe me.
The bonkers Seth Rich conspiracy theory explained by Vox.
Oh, what? Apparently Japan and the US are looking to cut off North Korea's oil supply.
Nice. Fuck yeah.
Whoa, how are they going to do that? That's really fucking intense.
Alright, do you have a specific source that you suggest I look into here?
Wikipedia.
WikiLeaks. Seth Rich WikiLeaks. WikiLeaks has stated with Seth Rich, they've insinuated, they never give sources, was the leaker. So they put everything together, what makes more sense.
And then didn't Assange come out and say there are...
And you think Google's not blocking you? Also, it's been proven fact that they hide searches.
Right.
They type in WikiLeaks right off the bat. There we go. And type in Seth Rich and then have your fun doing as I and other people do, and you're going to have to scroll through 80,000 emails. Just type in Seth Rich, it'll come out in there.
Yeah, you put a little too much in there, right?
Anyway.
Okay, yeah, there's a lot going on here.
Yeah. And some of this you won't be able to find on a Surface, Google Stan, like Google Stan. Ooh, it sounds horrible. It actually does. You actually have to look into independent people and go to far conspiracies, and then go back what makes sense to more reasonable people. And you find a common ground. I've done hours of research on it. It's really scary once you get into it. And it's spooky.
Well, they know with Bill Clinton when there was all those women that were accusing him of rape, and they were approached by people.
Oh yeah.
Who knew about the woman's dog who just mysteriously died, knew the names of her children, where they went to school.
Oh, he's a lawyer. You think she didn't pull strings? You know how many friends she has? Special interest. Yeah. That is the establishment. That's not the resistance. That's the establishment.
What's more anti-establishment? What did she say than a female president? What's more against the status quo than
how about someone that's not a murderer for Benghazi and like a fucking career politician?
Should we wrap this up? Fuck yeah, man.
I feel like we should. I feel like we've done really good, but we've like exhausted all point of reason, and it's just gonna turn to shit.
Yeah. All right then. Wrap it up then.
Well, folks, this has been a fucking
Slugfest shit show podcast.
Thank you, folks. I'm sorry I ruined your usual peaceful podcast and turned it into a fucking guerrilla warfare.
I think this might have been our best so far.
Peaceful.
I think
too loud.
This has been the Meatheads podcast.
I'm Ethan Lowden, and this was the Tragic Fool Bus. And if there's one thing I can plug before I go, look up YouTube user StixHexenhammer666. He is my favorite YouTuber, gives the best analysis, and he is right down the level, very good at predicting stuff. Thank you for having me. Off to Malcolm.
Yeah, no, I've got nothing more to say to that, other than if you like this, give us a like and a subscribe.
Let's wrap it up. Let's go.
Let's wrap it up. Let's go.